What's up, guys? So lately I've been using the Honor 8 and it got me thinking. This phone has a lot of things that I really like and I wish almost every Android phone had. So I'm going to talk about some of my favorite features. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first feature I want to talk about is the Fingerprint Reader. Now, this is not the first phone to have a fingerprint reader located in the rear, but it's definitely very useful, especially on this phone. Now, one of the things that you can do is actually pull down and it'll reveal the pull down menu, which I really like because that way you can access all of your quick toggles, your notifications, and shortcuts. So another thing this fingerprint reader is a button. So for example, you can program it to do different things like load up applications, or like what I've done is if you push on it, it'll actually load the flashlight. And if I push on it again, it'll turn it on and off depending on what I want to do. Now, if I double tap, it'll actually load the camera app. It's something that I like to use often, so I want it to be readily available. Now, another thing that you can do is if you press and hold, it'll actually load YouTube, which is an application that I use often. So again, you can change it depending on what you want to do, and it's very useful. So another feature that I really like about this phone is the camera, or should I say cameras. And it allows you to actually change the aperture in the software side so that you can get more shallow depth of field. It's actually really cool because you can tap to focus, but you can change the aperture on the fly. Now, if I take this picture, let's say for example right now I shoot this picture, all I do is tap and you can see I can switch from the foreground to the background. Now, if I wanted to change the aperture, I can just do this. Like for example, if I wanted f16 where everything is in focus, I can go ahead and do that. Or if I wanted to just give it a little bit more shallow depth of field, like f3.2, you can see how it's blurred out. Very nice. And the fact that I can alter this image even after I've already taken it, it just makes pictures more interesting. And as someone who loves to take pictures, I really like this feature. Oh yeah, and kudos to Huawei for making a phone that doesn't have a camera hump in the back and it's completely flat. Thumbs up for that. So another features I wish more Android phones would have is the ability to change the layout size, because these phones just keep getting bigger and bigger. So the way it works is actually really simple. All you need to do is swipe left or right on the soft keys. So this means if you're left or right-handed, it'll actually work without any problems. And the last thing I want to talk about is just the size of a phone. I think that most manufacturers nowadays are just competing for that massive phone. And I like the fact that this is a 5.2-inch display, but it still looks like a 5.5-inch. Very nice looking, feels very comfortable in the hand. And I just wish more Android manufacturers would take that into consideration. So let me know what your favorite feature was. Also, if there's a particular feature that you just love about your phone that you're using, or any particular phone, I want to hear from you guys, so leave a comment down below. Follow me on Snapchat for behind the scenes. Thanks again for watching, and you will catch me in the next one. Adios.